Hello, my loves, and welcome to this message. It's good to see you. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to this space. I always like to give a little heads up before I jump into my readings because they are quite unique. They might not be what you're used to from other readers. I like to compare them with a journey. and, well, if you like to dive deep and get to the core of things, you are in the right place. So let's get started. Just maybe to share a bit of like where I'm at right now, because I'm in a space where there's a lot of history. I'm traveling again. And so there's a lot of ancestors' presence around in all the spaces that I've visited. So this actually, like, it took me a bit to get back here and record videos for you, because there's just a lot going on in the places that I'm visiting right now. So yeah, and I felt called to dive into that area and to record an ancestor's message for you. So I already felt like, so they are standing there and waiting to connect. One thing I wanted to say is that I feel like, and like, I know this is kind of like a weird way maybe to start a tarot reading. And if you're new here, you're like, what? I told you it's different. So ancestors' work is so important, and so I just I decided to open up the space more regularly, like more often, so that actually the ancestors do get like a like an open office kind of thing where they can just drop by and know, okay, so there is maybe a weekly date where they can come by and submit a message if they want to. So I feel like I want to do that, and it feels like the right thing to do. So just so you know, this will be a more regular format that I will be putting out. Also saying that to the ancestors, so if you don't come through today, if we don't have space to do that, there will be other times when you can come through with a message. So I am asking for the messages that are most beneficial at this time for the collective I'm reading for. Let's see what our ancestors have for us. Okay, so I'm drawn to, I'm drawn to an empty glass. And there's something about this emptiness, and I hear like, are you the glass is half full or half empty kind of type of person? But this glass is just empty, and it's like, well, I want to be the half full kind of person, but if there is nothing there, like, how can you, like, you cannot really kid yourself. Okay, something about childhood. I see a red. Okay, so they're. Oh wow, okay, so they're giving me objects. There's a red ball, like a ball to play with, and a red dress with matching shoes. I see someone cooking or baking. Um, oh, what they're called, those, sorry, vocabulary. The thing you use to flatten, roll dough. You know what I'm speaking about. Okay, something about Route 66. Flowers on pottery. Or maybe it's a specific cup, some kind of importance, has some kind of importance to someone. Okay, moving on. Well, someone who was like making woodwork and like be really deliberate about how to, like, there's a lot of love and attention going in it. Okay, or he's a jolly good fellow. Um, okay, someone who's like singing and just like singing along during the day and like it's a jolly guy. What is that? Is it about cows? Cows? Oh, cocoa. Milk. Cocoa. Hot cocoa. So, like, what I'm picking up on right now feels like childhood memories. Oh, okay. Childhood memories of maybe staying at grandparents or, well, yeah, maybe it's just a general childhood memory. Feels like times when life was more simple, felt more natural. So there are some questions that are not really. Okay, so we got mending and orphaned, and why? Um, Something is really confusing. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's a bit hard to pick up on what is actually trying to come through. It's confusing. Like it's like, oh, I don't understand the message. I don't understand the message, and then there's some kind of panic coming through. So there are a lot of question marks. And I feel like my heart is racing. I do get a lot of emotion with that right now. Okay, so there is someone here who wants to connect, who wants to bring through a message, but they don't feel heard. They don't feel, and they don't know what else to do. So there's some desperation in here. And what they actually want to do is they want to mend something. They want to, and you see that it's like this. Again, I get this childhood memory of, oh, okay. So there is seems to be like you had childhood memories and they were actually happy. And maybe you found out you like as you grew up, like there was something, either something happening or like you found something out about a person. Um, and suddenly like this changed the memories you had. Um, and you felt like, was that all, like it suddenly changes how you perceive the past. And this ancestor that is like, or those ancestors that are coming through right now, like they want you to protect that, those memories, like cherish them, not, I hear don't abandon yourself in hindsight. So there is, like I said, I don't know. So it feels like someone maybe had like grandparents where they went to and they felt like it was beautiful. They loved it. They loved it there. And in hindsight, something changed about that memory because they found something out. And it suddenly changed like the entire light on those memories. And this caused them to feel abandoned. But it's like this ancestor that's coming through here, they want you to keep those memories. They want you to remember it as like the beautiful memory that it was, because that was what their intention was. They wanted to, what I got with this like cocoa and again jolly, like this jolly thing. I get something about maybe someone like putting up like a happy demeanor and finding out later that they actually maybe were depressed, or like that there were other sides to that person that you as a child did not see. I mean, that's the thing, right? We as children, we view the people in our lives in a certain light, and as we get older, we suddenly realize, wait a second, like they had other sides to them, or my parents experienced their parents in a completely different way than I experienced my grandparents. And this is part of growing up. This is part of what we are learning as like we are becoming older, that the way we looked at people in our childhood was just a lens, but it doesn't mean that this was wrong. It was perfect for us at that time. It was what we needed as a child. And so, yeah, there seems to be something. So just let it be what it was for you. No need to rewrite that history for yourself. Yeah, so what they wanted to give you was actually like a protected space. They wanted to protect you. They wanted to like create that for you. And with the Sun card here, the way I'm reading it right now, they wanted to give you that happy childhood. So the Sun card actually like really is about this inner child, this divine child that we have inside of ourselves that just wants to be happy, just wants to play, just wants to have that endless summer with like being barefoot and running outside and have like dirty feet and just eat berries off the bush and just play all day until it's like until the sun sets, and like no need for a watch, no need for a clock, no need for anything. Like you just know, oh, the sun is setting, so it's time to return home, or I'm hungry, so I should get back and see if there's something for dinner, you know. So yeah, also with the 9 of coins, there is this lusciousness that we used to dive into, and that whoever that ancestor was, like they wanted to create that space for you. They wanted you to have that. And they don't want you to, as an adult now, look at it and so feel the weight of what maybe they had to carry, or like, so they were creating the safe space for you so that you did not have to deal with what was happening outside of that. And you as an adult, you're becoming aware of that now. So I hear like too many questions. And it's not that they are not respecting that you are a grown up now and that you deserve to know the truth. You deserve to know what was actually happening. But at the same time, they also don't want you to lose that connection to those good memories, to not override everything, because that was what you experienced back then, in order to give you that safe space. Okay, I can tell that it took them a lot of energy to come through here and to deliver that message, but it was really important to them. It feels like a surge of energy, and they actually want to stay connected with you with that mending card again. Yeah, they say, like, in a way, they live in your memories. They live on as the version that they wanted to be. And so if you let them be that version in your memories, while at the same time knowing that there were more parts to it, there was more to the story than maybe what you saw as a child. But they really, like, they loved that version that they could be for you in your eyes. And so they would like you to at least partly live on as that version in your memory, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right. So thank you. Thank you for bringing that through. Oh, let's move on. It's just, what else? Someone else? Okay, feels rather shy, or it's a very soft, very gentle energy. I don't know, I get something about cooking, maybe. So I'm drawn to different ingredients, potatoes, mushrooms. I see a chopping board. Yeah, just food. I'm drawn a lot. Okay, this might sound weird, but I get the feeling of like someone is worried about your diet. It's like they always wanted you to eat healthy, like that was one of their priorities, and maybe now you are not quite. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, this I did get a very homely feeling with this. All those earthy potatoes, mushrooms, the wooden chopping board. So there's something very earthy, very grounded about it. Like a feeling like no place like home, with that warm light coming out of the windows. Oh, okay. So someone was. Okay, it feels like you're struggling with, yeah, diet, and you've been asking about this. And it seems hard for you to make maybe better decisions, to live a healthier life. And you were wondering why is that. And so very often with those things, if we um we think, okay, I need to change my diet, and so we are actually looking at dietary decisions. And we try to change our diet, but we don't see that the reason why we eat the way we eat has not so much to do with actually the diet itself or discipline or whatever we think it is, but it's very often connected to emotional reasons. So, in order to change what we want to change, we need to look at the root and not at the thing itself. So this ancestor is trying to make a connection for you. They are trying to show you that, when you are trying to change your eating habits, your diet, for example, um, that the reason why you cannot do it or be consistent with that is not because you're not disciplined enough, or because you just need to do it, or you need just to find the perfect diet, the perfect, I don't know, paleo or low carb or whatever. It feels like you've tried all different kinds of things, and there seems to be this belief about, I just need to find the right kind of diet and then I will be fine. But it's no, that's not the reason. The reason why you're struggling with that is because there's a deeper emotional core. There's a sorry. So that, yeah. Um, Hearing now, serendipity. Can you be a bit more specific on that? Okay. Oh. So you might be. So I'm picking up on something that you're maybe worrying a lot about future, about what's going to happen, overthinking. So there's something from the past that's been locked out, and this is actually where the key lies. Okay, I do get. There is some impatience with me right now from that ancestor, because I don't seem to get it. I don't seem to get the message quite right, and I'm trying to figure out what they are trying to tell me. So there's this impatience with so why are you not getting it? Why are you not getting it? Like, I'm being clear. Why are you not getting it? As clear as I can. So they just want to shine that light on, like trying to shine the light on the problem itself, but there seems to be a blockage. There seems to be something we're not quite getting. So, okay, yeah, there is definitely something about trying to control things too much. Like, there's this, like, loosen up a bit, like, you need to lose the grip a bit. Not to worry so much about the future, but to let life happen, not trying to over control your diet or because this is just like it will backfire and then okay, so I do see like a pendulum thing, like one day you're like fasting and going into like all this restrictive dietary things, and then like you like it's hard to keep those things up, and then like because life happens and at some point discipline is not enough and you just fall back into yeah, eating pizza and fries and burger and junk food. And you know it's not good for you, but you don't find the strength in yourself to keep the other thing up. And so they're like, yeah, well, because this is not. I almost get like this is not the solution. Like you need to look somewhere else. There's almost like a desperation here. And the frustration with like not getting it. And like I said, there's something lying in the past that is being blocked out. And in order to resolve the thing, you need to look there. You need to look what's actually behind that, what the root is. Yeah, again, the key. I kept seeing a key for because there's this door here, and I just saw like they referred to the past, not to the past, and that the door is locked. And I saw like a key, and so with the Keeper of Vessels, which is the Queen of Cups, yeah, there's something emotional, like some kind of emotional thing that giving and receiving. So there's something about like receiving the nutritions, receiving the good, like letting yourself enjoy the food, good food, letting yourself have it. And there, like the need to restrict the diet, so to achieve something, a certain goal, probably. Maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you want to for training, gain muscle, whatever it is. So there is like it seems like the person that's reading is for like you're putting a lot of like the food is not really there to nurture you, but to actually help you achieve a certain goal. Yeah, and so there's something like the question is why? Why are depriving you like why are you depriving yourself of receiving what your body actually needs? And instead, there is this the feeling of, oh, I need to it's almost like a pushy energy. Like I need to push myself, I need to push my body to achieve a certain goal. And so the question is why? Why do you feel like you need to do that? Yeah, digging deeper in there. And now this No Place Like Home is actually changing on me, and it's talking to me about your vessel, your body is your home. Like you are living in this vessel. And so we need to make sure that it's nourished and well rested and moved, and to give it what it actually needs, so that it can be more than just like a functional place for living in, but it can actually be something that we enjoy being in, and to attend to it with love and care, rather than, oh, I'm using this for like, we can use our bodies in so many different ways, and we can really misuse or abuse them in so many different ways. And we are living in a society where we are taught to do that, and we are encouraged to do that. So really like connecting with that idea of, well, but this is my home, like this is where my soul lives. So treat it as that, like as the temple that it actually is, as that safe space, protected space where our soul gets to manifest. And yeah, so if we start to look at our bodies through the eyes of love, we like the way we eat, the way we nourish them automatically changes. And it's like way easier to actually keep up a balanced and healthy diet without restrictive rules and the need to push, because we learn to listen to our bodies, and we learn to actually do for our body what is good for it, and not what some kind of restrictive external guidelines are telling us is supposedly the right thing to do, because everybody's different. And so it's not about finding like the perfect system out there, but it's actually just to find out what is perfect, what works for you. And that can change as well. Seasonal, cyclical, depending, like life circumstances, life phases, all of that. Like it's not a linear thing. So yeah, okay. So that it seems like I got it. I got it. They're like, oh, okay, finally, it's out there. So yeah, I hope it'll find you. And I hope it helps. And sorry, someone is just really eager to get through, wanting to express themselves. So yeah, all right, going into the next message. I can feel how like desperate many of those are, of those ancestors, spirits that actually want to come through. Like they're like really It's like, is it my turn? Is it my turn now? So yeah, I really do feel like I need to make this a regular thing. I love that idea. I really love that idea to make it a regular thing. Like office hours, you know? I love that idea. And okay, so there's this. Okay, there are several here who want to come through, and they're like, okay, which one? Which one do we pick? Which one do we pick? Okay, can you please make a decision? Okay, so this is a broader one. This is maybe less specific. The other two were quite specific. I mean, they can still resonate with several people. But yeah, so this feels more general. It actually feels like a collective of ancestors. And I just cut the deck again, serendipity. So this seems to be a general theme. So we have unfinished symphony, building blocks, and to the sea. Yeah, so this is for someone who feels like, so there's something there like you're working on, but you're still in the process of gathering the building blocks. Like it's not the thing you're seeing right now, the thing you're looking at right now is not finished. Like it's not, and maybe you're trying to find out. I get something about purpose, about life purpose, about like, so this is like, what do I want to do with my life? And just, so it's like, this is not it yet. Like you are still building it. It's like an unfinished symphony. There's already something there. You're still working on it. And this doesn't mean that you cannot find meaning in the things you're doing, but it's about trusting the process. So yeah, with to the sea in reverse, I get like there's like this element of exploration, like they want you to explore more, to just like try things out. Just like it doesn't have to be the end thing. It's not what you're stuck with for the rest of your life. But there seems to be a hesitation around exploring more. And so yeah, it's really about like gathering those building blocks right now. It's not, you're not meant to see the entire thing yet. So it's really about honing your skills with different elements of, and like in the end you will see that every element played its part and it will be a symphony, like a whole thing, but you're not quite there yet. So it is really about, right now, it is about focusing on different building blocks, on those different, maybe it's skills you're acquiring, maybe it's experiences you need to make, maybe it's different areas you need to explore. Yeah. And again, like, this is pretty much, so with the Apprentice of Swords and the Champion of Swords, this is just the same thing again. It's like, yeah, you're learning, you're in this learning process, and maybe you want to rush forward with something that is not meant to be rushed right now. And the Wheel of Fortune is talking to me about this bigger purpose. And so when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, like the thing that we can do with it, like, or the best thing that we can do with it is actually to just take it one step at a time. And just like my teacher, my tarot teacher, she always used that example of just like go and like book that dentist appointment and like, do the mundane stuff, do the everyday things while the wheel is turning, and just try to stay as close to the center as possible. And yeah, just trust that this will actually lead you to where you need to be. So yeah, like the only thing you need to make sure with that is to stay aligned, in the process. And this is how you gather those building blocks. And like, yeah, for example, I just got that idea of, okay, let's this ancestor thing, let us make this like a regular thing. And I am actually like I'm working on like honing my skills and like working with spirits more and picking up on those things. And I do feel called to do more of this kind of work. And it's like, yeah, well, okay, so then let's practice it. Let's make this a regular thing on my readings. And you see, like, I'm still, because it's different. It's different to channel those kind of this energy. It's different than channeling archetypes, what I usually do a lot, what I'm used to. So this is new for me. So this is one of the building blocks that I'm asked to work on right now. And yeah, because it's part of what I'm asked to do here, what my bigger purpose is. So and I don't know where this is leading. I don't know where this is going. I'm just taking it one step at a time and trust that this will be serving the bigger thing. So the only thing I need to make sure is that it stays in alignment. And I say that because of that sword that is like right here in the middle. And it's like that spine. It's stay aligned. Yeah. Okay. I will leave it at that for today. I hope it finds you. I hope it will be received by the people who it was meant for. And yeah, as always, I would love to hear from you in the comments. If it resonated with you. And yeah. Sorry. I just got tripped off. I'm sorry. Is there something? Like, are they? Okay, so there seems to be a really short message that wants to come through. Okay, I'm shaking the camera. One last message that wants to come through. Okay, so they're just mirroring what came out just now. Maybe it wasn't finished. So we have again the Apprentice of Swords. We have the Three of Wands in reverse, which is mirroring to me the To the Sea card in reverse. So this is referring back to what we just heard, and the Wheel came out again. And the wheel is looking like a steering wheel of a ship. And now I'm drawn to the core of this card, this Wheel of Wands card, with that flower. Okay, so sacred geometry. Someone might be. Oh, okay. So they want me to give more symbols. So this was the collective message, and now they want me to give. Okay, they want. Okay, so this is getting a bit more specific. Someone, one of your building blocks is sacred geometry, or math, coding of the universe. For others, it's because I'm drawn to the feathers and the flowers. So this is like nature. I get something about shamanism, connecting with nature. Also something about reading books. Oh, maybe someone is like, maybe you're thinking about taking a course or going to university, getting a degree, studying something. So there seems to be a bit like, should I do it, should I not do it? So there is a lot of encouragement with that coming through. Maybe something history related. Yeah, I do get something about an interest in history. Ancestors. Oh, okay. Yeah, someone also thinking about more like, okay, where am I actually coming from? Like, what is my line? My ancestry, digging in there. Oh yeah, definitely. That is a good one. Do that. Um, okay, someone more like pottery, artsy stuff, like craft. Getting into crafts. Baking, I get something about making cupcakes. Learning how to, or like refining your skills with that, baking. I'm drawn back to that pottery thing, like the paint, like the. Well, I'm getting something about nature and plants and pottery. Finding different shapes, maybe. Yeah, I'm just drawn to a lot of artsy stuff right now, combined with nature. So maybe there's like a connection, maybe finding connections there. Oh, I'm getting like someone actually drawing plants and insects and going into that, like how to accurately, most accurate way to depict flowers or insects. Knitting or sewing. Sorry, just throwing like random things at me now. Is this really? It feels like they're so excited. They just want, like, everyone wants to get their symbol out. Something about work. What about work? Career. Someone thinking about making a career change, thinking about different, like learning, like going into a different, again, the building blocks, like building on what you already have, but taking it further. And so I'm also drawn to, like, so this is the second time that I've been drawn towards it, is the 144. I keep referring to that one video where I say, look into the meaning of the 144,000 by the YouTube channel The Alchemist. She explains in a very well-rounded way where all those different interpretations of the 144,000 is coming from. And so, someone is asked to dig deeper into that topic, to educate yourself on, like, what are the different ways of looking at that? What can it... So, there seems to be like a very set way in which, like, you're looking at it, or you used to look at it. And so there's like this, just learn a little more about it. There's more than one way to look at it. With the 7 of Wands, so this is confirming what I just said. It's like, get more into the mystical stuff of it. Like, there's more, don't take everything like others are telling you, but learn to go inside and find the answers there. And you can take in what you get from, like, as inspiration, or just like a spark, but the fire is actually burning inside of yourself, and like the truth, the real answers, you'll find inside yourself. Okay, something about taking breaks at work by the water cooler. Speaking about stereotypes, or coffee breaks. Something about inspirational chit chat, like, or chat at the water cooler. Something about church, cross, Christianity. I see church windows, like light falling through it, and shadows on the wall, and a memory that is connected to that. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, well, okay, that's it. So, I mean, like, if there was a symbol for you in there, it doesn't mean that, like, take it as a sign of confirmation for whatever resonated with you. If there was no symbol in there for you, it doesn't mean that the reading wasn't for you. It's just that sometimes we need a little bit more confirmation, or just sometimes it also means, like, to pay a little more attention. All right, I will leave it at that now. I thank the ancestors for sharing their wisdom and guidance with us. Thanking you for tuning in and being here. Like I said, if it resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. I love to read you. I read your comments and insights. And if you want to support the channel, please comment, like, subscribe so that others can find those messages as well. And yeah, there's also a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. I will leave it at that. I wish you all the best with it and looking forward to seeing you in the next message. Until then, take care, my loves. Bye.